Okay, today I'm going to make some easy fabric softener. And if you get, that'll focus. Anyway, it's 30 ounces of a cheap hair conditioner. I use this Suave Ocean Breeze. I like the smell of it. Then you can make pretty much a gallon of fabric softener, and you need an equal amount of vinegar. So, and the rest is just water. So, first thing you do is squeeze your 30-ounce bottle of hair conditioner into your mixing jug. So, again, my tripod isn't kind of working for this the way I want it to. So, maybe I'll get better at this video thing later. But I'm going to have to shut off the camera while I squeeze that in there, and then I'll show you the next step. Or tell you about it anyway. Okay, so that took quite a bit of squeezing and banging and squeezing and banging and squeezing and banging, but I finally pretty much got it really good and empty and squeezed into my mixing jug. And I think what I'm going to do to make sure that I get it really melted good so it'll mix thoroughly is I'm going to, before I do the vinegar, just fill this back up, and you have to get like a butter knife and stick it in there and kind of pry the top off of this kind of conditioner because it doesn't have a screw top, and just kind of pop it off, but then it'll pop back on. Anyway, I'm going to put some really hot tap water in here and fill it up and shake it and swish it and get it all out of there and squeeze that into the bottle as well. What the measurements actually measure out to is equal parts of vinegar and hair conditioner, and then that much water again. So in other words, twice as much water as either one of those, or the same amount of water as both of those added together. So 1 part hair conditioner, 1 part vinegar, 2 parts hot water. I have seen where somebody used 3 parts hot water, but then you would have over a gallon. So that, since it's 30, you figure 30 times 4 is 120 ounces, and a gallon is 128. So that works. Just fill your gallon jug the rest of the way up if you use 30 ounces of each of those. Okay, I'll be right back. So there it is. I popped the top off. I put some hot water, tap water. I didn't even fill it all the way up, about halfway full, and just shook it up real good. So I've got the residual conditioner. Let's see if I can do this. Can't hold it or record and pour at the same time. Okay. Alright, and then vinegar. And it's really hot. There's my tripod. I couldn't get it set up right. Really hot tap water. That's the way. And we have a gallon of fabric softener.
On this part of the video, I was talking while the water was running, and while you can probably understand me if you really listen, I thought it would be easier if I just record over this part. And I was talking about how this fabric softener does smell good and make your clothes smell good when you first use it, when you're first pulling the clothes out of the washer and dryer. But again, just like the homemade laundry detergent, it doesn't have the heavy perfumes that the store-bought stuff has, and so it won't last real long when your clothes are hanging in the closet. And so if you really want that smell, you probably want to stick with the store-bought stuff, or maybe use like Glade or Febreze fabric spray on it to keep your clothes fresh. And I also might make another video where I show how you can use store-bought fabric softener to make a fabric spray to save on, because like the Glade and Febreze and all that is pretty expensive. So I do keep a bottle of store-bought fabric softener, but I don't use it in the laundry. I use it to make a Febreze type spray. And then you'll see me banging on the top of the bottle in this video, and that just helps to break the bubbles faster, because it will bubble up when you're running the water into it. So I hit my palm real hard on the top of the bottle, and it makes the bubbles go down faster. So anyway, I make my own detergent and I make my own fabric softener to use in the laundry, but I also keep a bottle of store-bought fabric softener to make a cheaper fabric spray. And that was the gist of what all I'm rambling about while I'm filling up the water in the jug.
Save a little money. I haven't used store-bought laundry detergent in years. Okay, that's good enough. And then just shake, shake, shake. Where's the lid? Oh, the lid fell in my dish water. Anyway, let me shake it up and I'll be back. Okay, so I shook it up, and if you can see through the bottle, it's still kind of clumpy. I shook it up as much as I could, but if you leave it to set, it will kind of, it's still warm, the water's warm, and it will dissolve. And if you just shake it for the next day or so as you walk by, when you think about it, shake it a couple of times, it'll mix pretty good. And you do have to shake it again, just like the laundry detergent that I made. You have to shake it every time you're going to use it, because it will separate into water and then the other ingredients. But at least they will be liquid after it melts down. Excuse me, that was kind of loud. I banged it. But anyway, it will melt down and mix together good. And just use it in your rinse cycle of your wash, just like you would regular liquid store-bought fabric softener. And it does help with the static and make your clothes softer. Alrighty, I hope that was helpful. Have a good day.